Hey, Mayor McNamara, it's Lil Zim and JB in the morning. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
We're doing good. We're practicing social distancing, so Lil Zim is actually broadcasting from her basement until further notice.
Happy belated birthday, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. It was wild and crazy with a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old stuck at home.
I guess that's a good way to start with this. So not only are you're leading the way for some 250,000 people, but how are you doing personally through all this with the kids, and you still have to being out in the public to a certain degree? How are you managing all of this?
So we're doing great. Have really a wonderful wife, and we make a good team. So we are doing the best we can. It's been really long hours, but I think we all understand why we're doing it, and just trying to get out there to make sure that people know that they need to stay home. So it's kind of one of those juxtapositions that you're out there, but you're also telling other people to be home. So it's a bit interesting right now, I would say.
You're obviously out there more than we are right now. Do you feel the majority of Rockford is staying home?
I really do. I think the vast majority of Rockford really is taking this very seriously, as they should. You know, you still have that 1% or so that doesn't think they'll ever be infected by this deadly virus. So we're having to spend quite a bit of time on that 1%, but by and large, I mean, I'm looking out over the city now. You can tell most folks are staying home, which is good. And over the weekend, I did drive around a little bit to see it and make sure that people were following the executive order by the governor. And by and large, Rockford's really dived into this and took it very seriously from the get-go.
We're spending some time with Rockford's Mayor Tom McNamara. What are some of the resources people can take advantage of as far as small business owners? I know that, as you said, driving through Rockford, I compared it to driving through Rockford on Christmas morning, where pretty much everything's shut down, which is a very eerie feeling in the middle of an afternoon or even on a weekend. So what can local business owners do to find information as far as maybe getting help from the state as far as trying to do their best for the business not to close down?
Absolutely, and I would say, my heart goes out to all those small business owners who have just poured their heart and soul into their business, and for many of them, all of their finances into their small business. So I would take this at a couple of different levels, right? So at the city level, there's a host of things that we're deferring taxes, we're deferring loan payments. We've created a loan fund of $2 million to help these small businesses. And so there's a host of things at the local level that we've either deferred payment or forgiven payment or deferred loans on. At the state level, I'd really urge any small business owner to go to the state's website, take a look at the governor's website. There is a host of new programs from, $20 million loan pools out there for small businesses, as well as a brand new $80 million loan pool. So the state's doing their job, and then the federal government just on Friday passed what they call the CARES Act, which is a $2.2 trillion stimulus package that has billions of dollars in relief for small businesses. I will say I don't think it goes far enough, which is shocking since it's $2.2 trillion. I have a feeling we will see yet a fourth package come from Congress. This one probably more written in the House. And so I think there'll be even more programs. I think one of the hardest things for small businesses right now is, since there are so many programs out there, how do you navigate those programs? And so they can reach out to us here at the city. They can reach out to us either by phone, by email, or go onto our city website. We're trying to collect as much data and make it in as easy of a format as possible, because there are a host of programs and initiatives out there to help them right now.
Now, I know you left a message of encouragement to the entire city of Rockford on the Coronado marquee, but you've been to a ton of press conferences. We've all watched them as well, but do you have any other words of encouragement you can give to the city as we're ready to shelter in place for even longer now?
Yeah, I think even the governor, my expectation is that he's going to extend the stay-at-home order. I think when you look at all the data we're getting, we're supposed to get hit the hardest in the second and third week of April. That's where we're going to see a peak in cases here in Winnebago County and in the state of Illinois. So my advice is this. Number one, these are difficult times for everyone, so make sure that you're checking in, not just on the elderly, but maybe checking in on all of your friends and family members, making sure they're doing okay. Then I would, this is our new normal for at least the next couple weeks. So I would really set a routine, make sure that you're getting out, doing some physical exercise. And lastly, I would say is make sure that you're spending time with that family of yours and making sure that you're really reconnecting. I mean, that's what I did this weekend. I couldn't go anywhere, so I tried to spend every moment I wasn't working just being with my children and trying to enjoy them where they're at and where I'm at today.
We are talking with Rockford Mayor Tom McNamara. Thank you for taking time out of your super busy schedule. I know you're working nonstop. So we just want to thank you for giving us a few minutes just to chat about what's going on, because it's real and it's affecting us all. And I think we can all relate and we can all get through this together as long as we follow these simple instructions.
Certainly. And I just want to say thank you to both of you. Putting out qualified, responsible information is one of the best things that we can do right now. It seems like everyone has an uncle or a cousin who is all of a sudden a doctor. And so making sure that we have reliable information out there. And I just want to say thank you guys to both of you for doing that.